Welcome to the video edition of Net Front Presence. I am Jeff Gordon of the Post-Dispatch with columnist Ben Frederickson. First, a plug. Myself, Ben Fred, Benjamin Hockman, Tom Timmerman, Jim Thomas, Roger Hensley. We're all getting together to talk some hockey on Thursday night. If you're seeing this on Thursday, there's still time to get tickets. Yes.
There's still tickets available.
Still tickets available. Sports on Tap, STL Sports on Tap, Ballpark Village. Tickets are available on stltoday.com/our events.
OUR events with an S.
There you go. So, and there's tickets available at the door, I'm told. So come on down and we're going to talk about the Stanley Cup run tonight on stage at Ballpark Village, but we're going to talk about it now as well. A bit of news, no shocker, Craig Berube gets a 3-year contract. Ben Fred, you've been around a lot of coaches, covered a lot of teams. Just your reflections on the job he did, the strength he showed with the Blues.
Amazing. I thought he deserved to win Coach of the Year. He didn't, but I think he's happy with the Stanley Cup, and I think the Blues are happy to have their guy. The way that he motivated this team with some just direct accountability, the way that he encouraged them to be tougher mentally, physically, I thought it was pretty impressive to watch. And let's not overlook, too, his X's and O's. I think we focus a lot on Chiefs fire, you know, him yelling at the officials, him getting in guys' ears and telling them to play better. But he made a lot of really savvy moves, and you would know better than I would the levers that he pulled and the buttons he pushed throughout not just the postseason, but the season to get them to the postseason. I mean, how do you take a guy like Alexander Steen, who's a proud player making a lot of money, and get him to buy in on being the fourth line? You had the wherewithal to go to Jordan Binnington and stick with him, and you didn't waver. And look how that paid out. I mean, you had these examples across the course of the postseason, including mixing those defensemen and the forwards on the tail end of the roster the right way throughout the postseason. I thought every move he made paid off. It's always a challenge, as you wrote in the Post-Dispatch, to get this to re-engage for the next year. It's a longer season now. That style can be grinding, but the players seem to respond to it very well.
Now, because of that, July 1's coming in the NHL, and the Blues don't have a whole lot to do other than to try to keep as much of the team together as possible. Gunnarsson could leave as a free agent. His age and injury history might preclude him from coming back. Some team might come after Pat Maroon and give him a bigger offer than what the Blues can do against the cap. The Blues are wrestling with the Jordan Binnington contract. But really, because this team came together and it is connected to the coach, Ben, there's not much reason to make a change here going into the summer.
I think you try to bring the band back together as much as you can. Now, Doug Armstrong is smart, and he's made moves in the past that have shown a lack of warm feelings if he feels like it's going to improve his team. And I wouldn't say that he's just going to put it up to chalk. The big things to me are Pat Maroon, because he's that hometown hero. He's got his cup. What's more important for him? He loves being at home, being close to his son, being able to be the full-time dad. I think that really is valuable to him. Is it more valuable than maybe making more money somewhere else now that he's got the cup in hand? That's a tough question for anybody to answer. He's got to wrestle with that. And then the other one for me that I'm fascinated in is Jake Allen. He was a loyal soldier, and he was a great teammate. I think better than a lot of us would have been if we had to kind of help mentor the guy who took our job, right? But he was great. Can you do that for another year? Does he want to be traded? That's a lot of money to play a backup.
It is, and that's one consideration as they wrestle with the cap, which came in lower at $81.5 million. Well, that's Ben Fred. I'm Jeff Gordon. This has been the video edition of Net Front Presence. Enjoy your summer, people.
Come see us tonight.